Much appreciated. Thank you for that. And thank you for those who have sent in cards as well. We've had cards and a few little presents and things, and very much appreciated. Michael says, Clive, the government wants to allow developers to produce higher density housing with less parking, and yet they want everyone to have somewhere to park their electric car and charge it up. Brilliant. Well, yeah, how do you add that up? I don't know. Do you add that up? Does it work? I think they ultimately want fewer cars, full stop, whether they're electric or not. And it depends. If it's a city, do we have to build places now where there is a parking space or more for every single dwelling? Would you expect a big tower block with all those luxury apartments and all of that they're building now all around the country? Should they all have a parking space? I don't think they do these days. Good morning, Clive. I just want to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Dennis in County Down. Meanwhile, Glenn in Watford says, morning, Clive. Whether it's online or high street, things are tough out there, as I work in the retail sector. But the working class knows what they are worth, and they aren't going to go back to work for £1 an hour like the 80s. Right, thank you very much for that one, Glenn. Back to calls in a second. Jacqueline in Watford says, morning, Clive. I was in my local shopping centre late night shopping today and yesterday. Absolutely rammed, long queues. As it was late, there were crowds of young people going in to the bars and restaurants. It's not even Christmas yet. They seem to have plenty of money and all in nice clothes and expensive trainers, etc. Thank you for that one. And Eric says the problem with the UK is they keep blaming the government for everything, the elitist attitude, the class system, throwaway traditions, the royals and smart government 2.0, and they lose the class system stigma. Okay, that's got a list, Eric. Thank you for that. Back to messages in a moment. Let's talk to Gary in Maidenhead. Hello, Gary.
Hello, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are things going with you?
Yeah, not too bad, buddy. I've actually got a telly.
Have you? What, in your car? How's it working?
Well, I got to know this lorry driver, and he's sort of like retiring, and he's going off to live somewhere else in the world. But he said to me, listen, I'm going to let you have my telly, because, you know, he knows my circumstances. Oh, mate, it's a little 12-volt telly. Whether the BBC have been chasing me, they can chase me all round the, you know what I mean? But, it's made a world of difference.
Really? So Gary lives in his car, by the way. So you've now got entertainment in your car.
Oh, brilliant, mate. But, you know...
What channels can you get? Just the normal over-the-air ones, presumably?
Yeah, Freeview and all the,
really?
The normal ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But he did say to me, you know, it probably won't happen while you're still on this earth, but eventually all the signals are going to go to Wi-Fi, so... And I thought to myself, oh, my God, when that happens, anyone that has a telly through an aerial is going to be...
Yes. In trouble. I think that is coming eventually, but it's further down the line. I think at least a decade away. But certainly the BBC have said, and I think others will follow, that they are going to switch off the transmitters and everything one day will be online. But I worry about that, really, because, you know, putting all your eggs in one basket like that.
Well, I've spoke to you before. I've got 2 weeks before this phone dies because it's on 3G. But I'm trying to figure out a way how I can get myself a 4G phone, but that's so expensive.
Well, I think you need a 2G phone.
Well, I've been into the Tesco shop and...
I'll find out for you, Gary, because we have been looking into this, and there are affordable 2G phones where all you do is texting and calls. You don't need all the smart stuff. That might be worth considering because you can get one of those for about 20 quid.
Well, that'd be good.
Because they're switching off the 3G as I understand it, but they're not switching off the 2G for some reason.
Oh, well, maybe, yeah, if you
Anyway,
can.
stay listening, Gary, because we will find out for you.
What? Yeah, just before you go, though, there was a couple
I'm not going.
Yeah, one is I was in the supermarket and a well-known one, and they produced all our vegetables.
Yes.
And I said, why can't you do this price all year round then? And he goes, well, we could if the company really wanted to. I said, well, if you was to lower prices more like they are now, people who have more money to spend, but he says, well, it's down to the management, but, you know, we could in theory do it.
I know exactly what you mean. I mean, it made me think. I walked into a supermarket today and they had all things that normally cost £1 each, so they were all 15p. A bag of carrots, a bag of Brussels sprouts, bag of potatoes, and all for 15p. Now, they can't be making money on that. It must be a bit of a lost leader, but it's a bargain.
He says they still make money because they buy in bulk and then they pack.
Really?
So,
yeah.
He says they're still making money on a bag.
Right,
because,
just not as much.
But, you know.
The other thing I was told, and I don't know whether I'm right here, but is that it's not them that are doing the discounts. They normally, with special offers, the people supplying it have to take the cut rather than them. I don't know whether that's true, but I think there's probably a lot of farmers being told, you've got to give us a load of Brussels sprouts at a bargain price.
Well, I wouldn't have thought it was that end. But I mean, it might be, but...
Yeah. Well, I think the supermarkets drive a very hard bargain with the farmers. You can be sure of that.
I mean, you know that I go round the back of these supermarkets or other people. I can bet on Christmas Eve when they shut, their bins are going to be absolutely loaded with all. But the other thing I was thinking, because you mentioned China.
Yes.
And you know the Slough Industrial Estate. I mean, there's loads and loads of data centres now on there, massive buildings. They look like prisons. And guess what's in the middle of the industrial estate? Because people keep going on about, China and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, China Mobile in the middle of all the data centres. So it makes you wonder, with all this going on, I mean, of all the places to have, it actually says it on the building, China Mobile, and you've got these massive data centres surrounding it. And you know, like when they said about the Chinese embassy with the cables underneath?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
Well, it does. I don't know what it makes you wonder, but, I'm sure that China Mobile is absolutely bona fide, but there we are. Gary, I've got to stop you there because we've got the news coming up in a moment. But stay listening and I'll try to get to the bottom of what's happening with 3G phones as well. If you can fill us in on that, you've got any advice for Gary, then let us know. 0345 6060 973. What to study to get a good job? Does it matter if nobody studies English anymore? That and more after the news at